hip, right elbow, right forearm on the floor. And knees perpendicular. Okay. So left hand on your hip, left arm up to the ceiling. Good. I'm going to pull my hips towards the floor as that left arm comes up and over. Little side bend again. And then come up, left hand comes towards the feet, and the left hip is now pulling towards the left shoulder, side bending the other way. Shortening the waist on the left side, lengthening through the right side. And then switch, right? Sitting bones pull away from the shoulders. So now left side is long, right side is short. And then switch again, reach towards the feet. Left arm up and over, reaching away from the hip. Shoulder towards the hip one more time, up and over. And then towards the feet. And then I'm going to turn. I'm just going to take my left arm to the floor, parallel. Parallel to the right arm. Good. Pressing into both forearms, just lifting the ribs, a little bit of a rounding and turning them to the right. Good. One more breath here. Let's take that left arm up to the ceiling. Just reach it up. And we did this last week. Take that left arm under the ribs. So lifting the ribs as I turn, reaching to the right side of the room. And up. And again, reach to the right side of the room. Last time, up. And reach. Okay, so both forearms on the floor again. And I'm just going to extend that left leg out to the side, straight out. Pressing into both forearms, chest nice and wide. Point and flex that left foot. Point and flex. And now I'm going to take that left leg and bring it back to the back of the mat. So it's straight behind that left shoulder. Curl the toes under and just reach back through that left heel. Okay, now I'm just going to play with taking that right knee towards the left elbow. Just pull the knee towards the elbow and then straighten that right leg. And flex the right foot and point and flex and point. Now I'm just going to play with trying to pull the legs apart. So the right leg's going to kick to the right and up towards the hand. Left leg's going to kick back towards the back of the mat and even to the right side. They're just going to try to kick away from each other. Not much is going to move. I'm just going to think about it. Good. Bend both knees. Stack the legs. Okay, so I'm going to keep the feet where they are. I'm just going to press into the feet, press into the forearms. Show you from this side. And I'm just going to lift the hips up, lift the knees up, and shift to the other side. Right, so now my knees are on the other side of my body. Okay, let's take that right arm now up towards the ceiling. Right, so left hip, left elbow and forearm in a line. So hips pull, sitting bones towards the floor, right arm goes up and over. Little side bend to the left. Right side of the waist is long, left side of the waist is short. Really pressing into that left forearm, pushing it away from the body, and then reverse. Pulling that left forearm towards the body, right arm reaches towards the right foot. So shortening right side from shoulder to hip, lengthening left side. And then the reverse. Right arm comes up and over, shortening the left side, lengthening the right side. And reverse. Feeling the pull, left forearm towards the body and push left forearm away as you arc over. And last time, pull And then bring right forearm to the floor, parallel to the left. Good. And I'm going to extend that right leg straight out to the side of the room. Right, so it's actually in front of the right hip, but out to the right side of the room. Point and flex, point and flex, and press into that left thigh, outer left thigh, to lift or keep that right leg buoyant. Press into that left forearm. Good, and then let's take that right leg back to the back of the mat, curl the toes under, reach through that right heel. So most of the body's in forearm plank except for the left leg. Now let's take that left knee and pull it towards the right elbow as we straighten that left leg. Good, pointing, left foot, flexing. Point, flex. Now try to pull the legs away from each other. Left leg forward, right leg back. Good, clear in the forearms. Good, and bend both knees, stack the legs. Again, feet towards the center line and lift the hips again. Turn the knees to the other side. On that right side again. Okay, and let's come up onto the hip into the forearm, just for a moment. One more. So I'm going to take now the left foot, just the knee up, left foot flat to the floor for a moment. Left arm up. So different than we did last week. And again, I'm going to pull the sitting bones towards that left heel, again, as I arch over the right arm. Pressing into that right forearm, sending that right shoulder blade in towards the spine and down towards the right hip. And then switch. Left hand reaches towards the left foot. Right forearm pulls to the right side of the body. And then press the forearm away from the body, arcing over the right arm. And then again, side bending, shortening the left side. And then come to neutral. And I'm just going to take, so I'm pressing into that right leg to now extend that left leg up. Reach left arm up, left leg up. Good. Left hand comes down, left leg stays up. Right leg extends forward. And I'm going to keep the right leg off the floor. Keep that right leg off the floor as I slowly lower the left leg. Right leg stays off the floor. Turn the left toes under. Right leg stays off the floor. Turning towards the floor. Good. So maybe I'll keep that left hand on the floor, not the forearm, but keep turning towards the right hand, right leg's off the floor. Bend the knee, pull the knee towards the elbow. Lay that right leg down, left forearm down. Come back to where we started, or where we visited before. And then extend that right leg again. Let's press the outer right leg into the floor. Push it into the floor. Now try to pull it off the floor again, even if it doesn't move. One more time. Press and pull. Bend the left leg. Pull the feet towards the center line. Lift the hips and the knees. Turn to the other side. Oh. Okay. Right arm up. And pull the sitting bones towards the floor, right arm over. Again, pressing into that left forearm. Press it away from the hip. And then pull it towards the hip as you reach the right hand towards the feet. And then press the forearm down and away from the hip as you arc. And towards the hip as you side bend the other way. And then right arm up. Right knee up. Let's step the right foot on the floor. And same thing, right? Just different effect in the hips. side bending. Right forearm pressing away, side bending, short on that left side, open on the right side. And reverse, shortening the right side. And reverse. And reverse. Let's take right arm up, right leg up. Hold. Breathe. Right hand comes to the floor. And I'm going to extend that left leg forward again, but left leg stays off the floor. And then slowly lower that right leg towards the floor. Left leg still off the floor. Right, I'm pulling that whole inner thigh towards the ceiling. Right toes turned under. I'm going to turn towards the floor, keeping that left leg off the floor. Just turning, turning, pulling that left inner thigh to the ceiling. Good. And then bend the knee, plant it on the floor, right forearm on the floor. Good. So pressing that outer left leg into the floor. As you reach back through that right heel. Good, and then extend that left leg again and press the outer leg into the floor. Good, keeping that left forearm planted on the floor, the left shoulder blade moving onto the ribs, onto the back. And then try to pull that left outer leg off the floor. Engage that inner thigh again. It might not move. Good. And then bend the knee, stack the other knee on top. Lift both knees and hips. And then let's pause in the center, child's pose. Knees wide, toes together, stretch the arms forward.